Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight it's the second of our Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Great play design and an excellent job by Gohu to hide it. Now, J.K. Scott will not have. Tonight, it's the Browns and Steelers underway to wrap up week 2. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28.
Like I tell her every day, every single day, I get that reaction from somebody scared of a black man every day.
First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it. That's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
Damn, but I don't have no way I can put that. I don't have a wall that wide. Probably the only wall. Like, yeah, but well, yeah. Well, I have to do that. Not that, but this month or. Yeah, it would have to be this. It would have to be this one. This one or this one, but I'd rather be this one. Was them Steelers higher? Pretty higher. The ceiling in the video. Nah, they look at it again. How is they doing that? Yeah, hell yeah. Look at the people. Look at the people. You don't know how fucking tall they are. Nah, you bugging. You're not no 5'4". They definitely not no 5'4". I'm telling you, man. Look at the people compared to the TV and the ceiling. Look at their legs compared from the bottom of the TV to the floor. Niggas ain't no 5'4". What? Alright, they little. Alright, so if they 5'4", if they 5'4", if it's gonna look like that, then alright, it can be done. But it better look like that. Never. But that's a different room. No, it's not. Hell no. No. It's definitely not. What? No way. I ain't. Remember that was up. Oh, it's 6-6. Man, who? What announcer is that? It's going crazy. Nigga Tyreek Hill, son. Jesus Christ.
Sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there. Now it's 2nd and 2.
Where was that?
Chubb out of the gun. And take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns put the
Yeah, I just had the fucking Chargers game on. What the fuck?
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Oh.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Tyreek Hill so fast, huh?
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh
Just had that game on. Even found it now.
Najee Harris. He'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Last week, of course,
I'm confused.
it's over 200 yards. He still wants to be
You get rid of it somehow?
That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200
That's so.
yards. It says the very next week it was
Oh well. Watch. Yeah, how did I lose it, man? All right.
Now a first down carry for Harris. This one he snapped about 2 yards.
Got the gauze. I mean, the alcohol. Where's the gauze?
The Steelers are 1-0 on the year following a win in week 1, and they've got a
Right.
deal from the schedule
What the
makers
fuck
as
I'm
well.
on?
Dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division.
Bert.
He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The gain of 32 that time.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a give running left is Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Where the fuck am I supposed to find this goddamn?
Thornhill. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 10.
Bruh, where's the gauze? Where is the gauze?
They'll run again with Harris. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now play number 7 of this drive, and it's a tough 3rd.
Duh.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Alright, bathroom. Here we go. Blueprint. That nigga gone.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra into it.
I agree with that totally because the division games have more extra to them. I like where this game is
Here's Watson. Throwing quickly there. That was incomplete.
Confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on the first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Watson.
All right, fellas. I'm gonna go. Just get my shit together.
All right, brother.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they have. Deliver a tight
All right,
end trying to find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From the gun, it's a gifted shot. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. It's caught inside the 25. All the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as he'll send this one away. Olszewski now from his end zone. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. Where first drive they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
2nd and 9 now from the 21. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you get ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a 3rd and 6. Pickett will look to throw it here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
Those faster passes miss might be bigger and lead to an interception.
Yeah, the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a good point there as they were able to connect.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Watson. This is caught. Touchdown. David Njoku. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play, and that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through. For a touchback. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 25-yard line. Pickett going to bootleg it. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the give, this is Harris. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Here's Pickett on second down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pickett. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Pickett looking to throw on second down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a first down throw. Watson dumps this to his running back, Chubb. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Watson on first down. And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Second and 10. Now Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. First down, and they go back to Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
Chubb will get the call running left. Runs over it. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Motion man left, Peoples-Jones. On 2nd down, here's Watson. He'll buy some time right. That's out to Chubb, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Third and 2, Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And Chubb will try the middle here. Wiggles free. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 14 yards. And the Browns have opened the lead up to 30. Well, I think even he's chuckling a little bit now. What a start this is to a regular season. Chargers, remember, 3 touchdowns on the ground last week in the opener, and he's got 2 more here. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, he has to be a little bit on the incredulous side, doesn't he? Is this how it's going to go all year long? If I'm dreaming, don't wake me up.
Steelers, nothing.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Go, take it to the house.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Watson off play action. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of 24. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations, quite the accomplishment. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Chubb will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 60. And the Browns are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the 4th quarter, facing the big deficit. Just silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like 1 possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb down inside the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Eluding the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. T.J. Watt, excellent job on that play. A big, big loss, 18 yards.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Olszewski now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Run, baby, run! Come on, bring it back. Get ready!
Come on, guys, let's go!
Let's go!
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Here's another carry for Harris. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. This is Harris. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short. And he didn't get there. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Here's 2nd and 7. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing,